Hey, let's go ahead and get started on a reading for you guys. I already went ahead and pulled the cards, and I'm going to just go ahead and get going. First card that we got out was the meditate and contemplate. And the second card we got out is the thinker. So it almost sounds like, these two cards kind of go hand in hand. I think right now is the perfect time for us to sit back and really analyze what we want on a spiritual level and on a mundane, realistic level, okay? Because we do have the spiritual level here with Pisces, and this is much more on like the human level, okay? It talks about, dreams being able to come true, but being really specific and purposeful with the universe about what it is that you're thinking and how you want to move forward. The fact of the matter is we still have Mars in Pisces. So this is not a time to act on any of these things. And because Mars is going to conjunct Neptune, it can be a very dreamy time for the collective, but not necessarily a time to act because Mars needs to go home to Aries before we can do anything. So I feel like this is definitely a time for, really thinking about what type of future you would like to have for yourself. We have the number 44. 44 is, fours are about structure, stability, foundation, and family. Okay, so this could have something to do with all of those. And because I see the 10 of Pentacles here, which also represents family. Okay. The meditate and contemplate talks about dreams and romance of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. So attuning to the moon says use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now, except for what I'm seeing right now is you're going to have to really use your intuition. But I think that once Mars enters into Aries, you're going to have to use logic, okay? You're going to have to use some logical thinking. So it's almost like balance. Don't go into this watery space of like everything's going to work out and everything's so beautiful because you're in LSD land and that's not going to work, okay? Because we do have, like I said, things are going to start getting moving forward. So still not a time to act on anything because of the energy being in Pisces with Saturn and Mars. And, Mars is our get up and go. It's our vitality. It's our movement forward. It's our passion. It's the motivation that we have. When it's in watery sign of Pisces, it's about letting go of things from the past. It's about sifting through the memories of the past and getting rid of stuff so that it's not in the way, so that when Mars moves into Aries, you can get up and get going. Okay. So Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. See, you can be in love with the fact of being in love, but there's nothing to ground it. Especially because you have Uranus and Taurus, and that's just fracturing everything. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions to reign or free. Your emotions free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pulling this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know that that's the case or not. Okay. So with the thinker card here, this is about really thinking about what movement and what seeds you're planting. What are your hopes, wishes, and dreams? And make sure that they're not castles in the sky. You can't live in those. Okay. I see something like, you're swimming around and you're swimming around and you're swimming around something. And for some of you, you're thinking about someone. You're thinking about communicating with someone. But, we have the 8 of Wands here. And so this is about a lot of like back and forth, fast-paced communication. And I feel that, and I get a lot of cards of thinking and communication because we also have the 4 of Cups here. Now, the 8 of Wands can also be somebody traveling in to come and see you. They could just show up on your doorstep, somebody here wanting to return. But I also feel like if somebody was returning, they could just leave as fast as they arrived. And I almost feel that it is wise for you to kind of step back and analyze the situation. Really think about it before you start making any movements. Because with the 4 of Cups here, it's like somebody here who is, looking at all the things that they have lost and they're not seeing what they're gaining. He's so focused. If you look at him, he's got his arms crossed. He's not looking at what the universe is trying to offer him because he's too busy focused on the three cups that are right in front of him. These are empty cups. Okay. So I almost feel like, even if somebody was to reach out at this point, or maybe you're thinking if you were to reach out to somebody, they might not even, they're not going to answer you. They're not going to talk to you. And I do feel like this is somebody that you've known long term. This could be a family member even for some of you because we have the 10 of Pentacles here. You could be fighting with somebody about some type of inheritance. It could have been, a lot of back and forth communication when it comes to, some type. I'm definitely getting family inheritances, or this is about family, okay? Or somebody that you've been friends with for a very long time. Now, in the past, there was some type of a fight or an argument. And nothing that this person could say or do or whatever, text messages, phone calls, emails, somebody here wasn't accepting any of that. And someone else just walked away and said, enough is enough. Like, I don't want to fight with you anymore. I've had enough. I can't deal with this shit. And I'm fucking out of here. Well, somebody wants to communicate. I do feel like you're going to end up hearing from someone. And listen, guys, this isn't someone new. Okay? This isn't someone new. The first half is, or what I read earlier, is about somebody who's thinking about their next steps. But yet the past is still attached to how you're going to maneuver forward with your next steps. That's why it's so important that you're not starting something new. You're not just jumping into anything at this point. You've got to wait for Mars to move into Aries for everything to align in order for you to know what your next step is. So you're not making any mistakes. Because I do feel like you are going to get some form of communication. Text message, email, phone call, or for some of you, this person could very well show up at your door. Okay? 8 of Cups, walking away. Walking away, but I feel like someone is returning. Someone from the past is definitely going to return. Okay? I feel like these eclipses, because that is the only eclipsed moon in this entire deck, I feel like these eclipses are really making somebody think and reevaluate their relationship with you. And it's going to make them want to return back to you because they're wanting this 2 of Cups. Now, for some of you, you're going to say, absolutely not. I'm actually leaving this relationship. I'm not opening that door again. And I'm going after my 2 of Cups. 8 of Cups plus 2 of Cups equals the 10 of Cups. I want my happily ever after. I've worked fucking hard for it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what this individual is saying is like, I'm ready to go towards relationships where I'm able to see eye to eye. And I do see that happening. For some of you, it's going to be with someone from the past. And for others of you, you're not going to allow this person to return because you've had so much conflict with them that you're just like, abso-fucking-lutely not. I do see somebody is spying on you. They're spying on your social media. They're asking around about you, wondering what you've been doing, where you're going. I do definitely get spying. Now you're going to have to make a judgment call. Okay? There's a final judgment. Are you going to revive this situation? Okay, so you see the dead rising. Or are you going to put it to rest? Is there any help? I see this as an international symbol for, help is on the way, right? It's like, for the hospitals. Can this be healed? Can this situation from the past be healed? We have the Seven of Swords here. In the past, this person could have lied to you. And I think that maybe for some of you, you're afraid of opening that door again because maybe they did lie to you. Maybe they stole from you. And people can steal a lot more than your material belongings. They can steal your time, your energy, your effort, your health, your wealth. They can steal a lot. They can steal your love. They can steal your love. I feel like somebody's in hiding. Okay? I'm trying to... So the Seven of Swords is looking back at the Temperance card. And it's like telling you only time will tell. Only time will tell. In the meantime, I almost feel like you need to keep your life a secret. You need to make sure that you're not telling anybody what you're doing. I feel like it's really important that you keep what you're doing to yourself because not everybody has your best interest at heart. And I almost feel like this is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Less is more. Because when you allow other people into your whatever it is that you're doing, they have a tendency to want to put in their 2 cents. And really, it's not for themselves or for you, it's for themselves. They don't have the balls to do what you're doing. Okay? Or they just want to cause a ruckus or they want to just have a fucking say so. So my suggestion is keep it to your fucking self. Keep quiet. If you're alchemizing, which I see that someone here is, like, you're creating something. And I feel like until that has been created, just hold back. Say nothing. Even if these people do reach out to you, which I'm getting spying. Well, I am getting communication because I do have the 8 of Wands here and it can be very quick. And a lot of like messages going back and forth, but I feel like if somebody tries to come back in and fight, somebody here is not going to be receptive to that. Like you better have an end game. What do you want out of this? Do you want to heal? Do you want to heal this? Do you want to mend this? Because that's what I see here is the blending of these 2 cups and not spilling a drop. And the cups, the water is about our emotions. And it's about this new opportunity, this new path that's opening up. And it is a very blessed union. It can happen. There can be healing in this relationship after, a time of arguments and fights. But only time will tell, because that's what the Temperance and the 7 of Pentacles is talking about, is only time will tell what will happen in this relationship. If this person is going to continue with their sneaky, lying behavior that they have in the past. And this, you're going to have to make a judgment. Do you want this type of person back in your life? Especially if you've already walked away from them, which I can see has already happened. In a few of these cards, I see people getting away with, I almost said getting away with murder. Okay. Look at all these different people. He looks like him. See that? And it's funny because this is the 5 of Swords and he's got 5 swords in his hand. So it's almost like he came back and picked up all the swords and left with them. Snuck off with them and left 2 swords behind. You see the 2 swords on the ground. Interesting. So Yeah, some type of a fight or an argument. And I feel like, somebody did somebody dirty in the past. And I feel like this person's going to want to come back in. And it's going to be up to you. But I think this whole thing is going to take a lot of time. The only two major arcanas that we have in this reading is the Judgment and the Temperance card. And they both have angels in them. So I do feel like, sitting back, talking to your angels, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, whoever it is, God, universe, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Sandalphon. They are all here for the taking. They're waiting on you to call them in. I feel like this is about this path of enlightenment. I feel like you have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in this relationship and in many relationships. But it doesn't have to be the end all. I look at all the cups that are here too. I see the 4 of Cups. I see the 8 of Cups. I see the 2 of Cups. And I see the Temperance with the cups. Okay? A lot of cups here. And isn't it funny how they, the Temperance is a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation. And I think it's a reconciliation after a period of somebody somebody needed to go away. They needed to go out and learn something, It's almost like when you go through a breakup and then you go out and you learn all these new things, these new philosophies. You've done some traveling, maybe you've dated, whatever. Things didn't pan out. And then all of a sudden it comes back around and is like, hey, remember me? Like, I'm back and I want to start over. I needed to get some things done. And is there a possibility that the two of us could sit down and have a cup of coffee or, see if this could work again, And I do get only time will tell. I think that's what I'm going to name this reading. Only time will tell. You're going to have to, you're either going to allow them back in or you're not. I mean, everybody's going to have a different answer to this. And for everybody, it's not just a romantic partner. When I look at the 10 of Pentacles, yes, it could be, but it also could be family. Our family is our biggest test and our biggest lesson. It could be friends that felt like family and they did you dirty. I have people who do me dirty all the time. Hence the tattoo across my chest. It says, hug me, kiss me, love me, miss me. If you've ever wondered what that says, hug me, kiss me, love me, miss me. I have that because people will hug me, then they kiss me, they tell me they love me, then they fuck me over, and then they come back and they go, I really miss you. I'm so sorry. Will you ever give me another chance? And you know how many fucking people have done that throughout my lifetime? And it's over the stupidest fucking things, over something that, because I was right and they got to come back and swallow their pride and say, fuck. So, I'm so sorry. I fucked you over. And, is there any way that you can forgive me? Yeah, I can forgive you, but I can't forget. And you will never have that position in my life again. I will never trust you the way that I trusted you in the past. And I will probably always keep you at arm's length because, well, you've already had an opportunity to hurt me. And now you're running back in, wanting to fix things. And I've already moved on with my life and realized, you didn't have a role in it this entire time. And I've learned to live without you. Now you just want to sneak back in and act like everything's okay. I can't do that. Because it will always be on your mind. It will always be on your mind. And anything they do will trigger that. And it'll feel like you're just going back in circles, doing the same thing and having to repeat the same lesson. And I think people are tired of that. And for those of you who are watching this, who have had that happen, it's horrible. But I am definitely getting a lot of wings here. So I'm getting somebody might want to fly in to come and see you. They could be traveling to come and see you, or they could just be sending out a message to you. Like, hey, how are you? Could we start again? But this was a very painful situation. And I want to say with the Seven of Swords here, be very careful with this person. I would not just be, oh my God, they're back. Yay. We can start all over again. I would be a little leery with the Seven of Swords here because this person walked away in the past and who's to say that they're not going to do it again? And I feel like this time they're going to dig themselves a hole and they're going to put the dirt over the top of them. So, and they're going to be so deep down, there's no reconciling this situation if it happens again. So whoever it is that is wanting to come back, who's wanting to communicate with you, I hope you're listening to this message, whoever you are. You better know what you're doing because this person is not going to be so accepting. They're going to watch what you say, but they'll hear what you say, but they're going to watch what you do. Listen to what they say, but watch what they do. Very, very important message here. Only time will tell. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Facebook. And you guys sign up for my newsletter. Also, if you purchase a membership, you get to watch these readings before anyone else. And I'm going to start doing exclusive readings just for my members. Okay. So thank you to all my members out there. I really do appreciate your support. You guys, I love you all so very much. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for understanding how, my journey. I do appreciate people reaching out to me and talking to me about it. And you guys, I will probably do a separate video of what's been going on in my life as we move forward into the future. Anyway, love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.